In the summertime when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. Hey, welcome to this tutorial for In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry. Still a hit, 40 and something years later. And we're going to have a look not only at the chords and at the singing and at the cool song that this is, but also at a way to incorporate all the really cool stuff of the original song in our ukulele playing. And it's going to sound like this. So it's going to sound like this, except better. So let's have a look at what we need. First and foremost, we need to understand what the rhythm of this song is, and that's really important. So I'm just going to ask you a little bit of patience before we get to the cool lyrics. And that's F, B flat, F, C, B flat, F. The chords that we need to then play the rhythm, which is this one here. Down, up, down, down, up, down. And that's it. And there's one down, up, down per chord here that is written to my right today. It's a bit of a change. And it'll sound like this, the whole loop. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. B flat, back to F. And onto C, and straight to B flat, and F. Twice. So what's really important here is that you figured out already what the strums are here, but you need to feel it at the same time. And the challenge is going to be able to keep this strumming pattern going with the singing, which does very different things rhythmically. Of course, they're always in line, but the singing is a bit freer. It's a bit a summertime song. And the trick to do that is that you need the rhythm all the time in your body. You need to feel it. Especially, of course, in the right hand, the strumming hand. And so it's not like this, down, up, down, down, up, down. You see, with a very stiff forehand and wrist, but rather there's always the beat here. You can practice just singing and having the rhythm, so you feel a bit like a drummer. And then you've got the groove, and in the summertime when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. So you've noticed here, it doesn't quite sound like this, because I'm adding something else to this little pattern. It's that after each down strum, I don't let those strings ring too long. I actually put all my fingers of the left hand down on the strings softly, not pressing down because that's tiring, but just lightly resting on the string so that the sound stops. And instead of having bling, 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 we have bling, 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 bling. And that means that cutting the sound of early, there's a bit more energy in that strumming pattern. Let's do this second verse. If her daddy's rich, and if you need help finding the first few notes of the verse, it's open, 2, and 1 on the C string and then the E string. La da 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 da. If her daddy, 3, 4. If her daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If her daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, do a turn or a turn in 25. F. When the sun goes down, you can make it live by. So I'll say that again. When the sun goes down, you can make it good in a lay-by. That's better. A ton is 100 miles per hour, which is very fast, especially if you've had a drink. But I mean, it's the summer. What are you going to do? Verse number 3. We're not great people, we're not dirty, we're not mean. We love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing, we go swimming on the sea. We're as happy, life for living, yeah, that's our philosophy. So you've noticed sometimes I add a little strum here left and right because I'm not perfect and I don't always do the strumming pattern perfectly the way it is, because sometimes an up strum gets in there, but that's okay, that's fine. And actually you can even do it like this, having down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Because the main thing about this song actually is not with the ukulele, it's this rhythm here. Sh, 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 sh. So now that we've had a look at the chords and the strumming pattern, this is what you really need to get going into all the brain cells. Just this sh, 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 sh. And if you've got a friend with an empty beer bottle or something, then you can go sh, 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 and then you're just like, you'll be as Jerry as Mungo. Verse number 4. Sing along with us, dee 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 dee, da 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 da. Yeah, we happy, da 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 da, dee da da dee da da da, da 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 da. Whoops! I added a couple. I took away a couple away. What's quite important is on the B flat. The first one, it's da da da, so it's da da da, these notes, open string, F, D, and then it's da 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 da, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 1, da 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 da. And now with your ukulele, you can actually add lots of stuff to make it sound much more intricate than just these simple chords with our simple strumming pattern. So the down, up, down, or the down, up, down, up, down, muted strum, which we mentioned. You can also play this little bit, which is like this: 1 2 3 4. And this riff is based on the same chord loop as we've had throughout the whole song, because there's only one loop for this song. And it's really going to practice your hammer-ons and pull-offs. So basically, when you have written in the tab O2 and they're linked, then you hammer on with your middle finger the open string C to a second fret, like here. So we have hammer on, first fret E string, and then we play an F, up, down, up, down. So the beginning will be up, down, and then O2, 2-0. And here we have O2, hammer on, and then 2-0, pull off. Meaning O2, 2-0, t, and here a hammer on also on the 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we've got the B flat, 6 to B flat, with 2 muted strums, and then back to the and then my favorite bit, which is the C, B flat, and then the riff again there. For the moment where there's the first B flat, you can actually do, instead of twice the same thing, you can just do one of those, and then do this da 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 da, which is what we had in the verse with the da 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 da. It's a 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 1, and it's really cool to do. So if you want, the tab for that is also in the document that goes with this lesson, and you can take your time on that. And it's really worth it because it comes back so often in the song that you can really play it whenever, right? Even, for example, you can mix the elements of this plucking and strumming pattern with the actual song. In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky when the weather's fine. Have a drink, have a drive. And you don't always need to do open 2, 2 open. You can have 2-0-2-0 or 2-0-0-2. It doesn't really matter which hammer on and pull off you do between the O and the 2. So they're all fine and they all sound good, and you can play around with that to see what you enjoy. Last verse. When the winter's here, yeah, it's party time. Bring a bottle where you're right, 'cause it'll soon be summertime. When they sing again, we'll go driving or maybe it's settled down. If she's rich, if she's nice, bring her friends and we'll all go into town. Which is nice, I suppose. Evening out in the summer. Well, you enjoy playing this song and all your evening outs with your friends in the town. And don't forget to bring along your ukulele so they can all have the pleasure to hum along to... See you soon for more. Bye bye.